Hey folks, Quill18 here, and Scandinavia is a country, which we are. We are still quite overextended. We're desperately hoping we can get it below 100% before absolutely miserable things happen. We are almost certainly about to get an uprising here in Veda Suvar, so we're going to move some dudes over here. Even with them here, it's not going to eliminate the unrest completely. And actually, I'm not worried if they trigger. In fact, having them trigger, look at that, we just finished coring Memagen, which means our overextension is under 100. We have not gotten the horrible, horrible, horrible events of doom, which is good. Go figure, not having horrible, horrible events of doom is a good thing. Also, it might open up a little bit of trade once again for us. If we take a look at the trade map mode, look at this, we have non-negative trade power once again. Are we not in the list though? Oh! Okay, last video, I think I kept looking for myself and I couldn't find myself. And I think the reason was I was looking for Sweden, not Scandinavia. But our trade power would have been apocalyptically low before, but now it is not nothing anymore. So we'll once again start to make some money, 14 gold from there. Yeah, so I apologize to everyone who probably left nasty comments at the end of the last video saying, what are you, blind? It's because I was looking for Sweden, not Scandinavia. All right, colonial border conflict. So this is between English Louisiana and New Scotland. Oh, I hate it when kids fight. Let's see. We can just lose a bunch of prestige. I can remove the governor. Okay, so this will affect Liberty Desire, or I can lose power. So I don't want to lose prestige or diplomatic power if I can help it. So the question is mostly, so New Scotland has way too much Liberty Desire. We can't boost it anymore. English Louisiana doesn't matter. So what we want is this one here. New Scotland loses Liberty Desire, 13 colonies, gain it, and overall we're going to be perfectly fine with that. Okay, no worries. Making some money. Let's take a look at our ledger. It's going up there. I'm still at 100% army maintenance because reasons. I've got a few mercs in a few different places. I'm going to go ahead and disband them. That's going to be fine. I've got the manpower. I can build like proper troops if I want to get up to my force limit. That's going to be okay. I had them for a long time because emergencies. I didn't want to disband them too early. There's technically a few more mercs somewhere. Where's the question? Up there? Are they here? Nope. Oh, down here maybe. Yes, there we go. I mean, we definitely don't need that many. Is it just the one, really? Can't possibly be right. No, that was it. Okay. So now our force limit, we can easily go and build another standard army over here. Go ahead and drop them down there or something. Actually, it might be a bit dangerous. Something might go. Okay, so we still have plenty of plus 15 on arrests in a lot of different provinces left over from when we were over 100% overextended. We won't get any more of those events now, but we have not necessarily seen the last of our rebel uprisings. The first fleet, where is this? Is this from someone I annexed 100 years ago? Oh no, those are the new ones I'm building, and those are my transports, which is fine. I will get these guys to go ahead and throw in the English Channel as well. And their actual ability to influence trade there is going to be limited while I'm still massively overextended. Getting embargoed by some people, none of that matters. I am embargoing all of my rivals, aren't I? Yes, all two, Spain and Russia. And unless something has changed, oh no, something has changed because I'm being rivaled by Portugal, so I can rival them again. We once rivaled them a long time ago, but at some point they no longer became viable. Actually, I would still not be able to rival them. It's only because they're rivaling me that I can do this. So we'll do that. I don't want to rival Lithuania, although it isn't a perfect place for me to go and destroy Lithuania in a lot of ways. But that, you know, for now, we're just building up. Everyone's arriving in Skana. We can do a national decision. Revoke restraint of appeals. Because we have a theologian, diplomat 4, and we like the papal state by that. So it would make the papal states like me more. It would give me more missionary strength. I don't need that. And it would remove prestige every year. Oh no, we're just going to disable that. I have 123% religious unity. I'm converting Constantinople as we speak, and they are going to convert. I don't need any more missionary strength. I don't necessarily need to suck up to the papal states either. It's worth noting I have, like, no papal influence whatsoever. Every year I'm losing some. And that's because, oh, the statute in restraint of appeals. Fair enough. So we're not going to improve our control over things at all. So I could revoke it if I wanted to. I don't remember what it does in the first place. Let's see, statute. Right here. Decreases national unrest, gives me prestige. Wow, that is a lot of penalty of the papal influence, but I'm okay with it. How come I'm... Oh, right, the Liberation Act, which I cannot cancel right now. I gotta wait until 93, and then I can get rid of this, which will save me a few points. Still, it was worthwhile for a long time to help decrease unrest. Actually, it's still handy to get a -1 unrest. I mean, globally, I'm at -5, which is an excellent modifier. And then once my overextension burns off, will be better. So we just need to wait a few more months till we can get 300 admin points, and then we can core Constantinople. And then we still may have to deal with some rebellions for some time. We look at our actual list of possible uprisings. 2 years. Oh, 55 years. 10 years. That's not bad. 5 years. 16 years. Mostly the Norwegians might rise up relatively soon. Although, the fact that we're going to finish coring Tyrol relatively soon will help a fair bit. We can grab another idea. We are not ahead of time in military tech, so I'm still not going to spend the quantity ideas. Although, I gotta say, the -10% land attrition is pretty goddamn sexy. Also, oh, building power cost is dropped. I mean, that's not going to save that much, but it's something. There's something to be said right now about going through my quantity ideas, simply because it will make future technology cheaper. Yeah, we're a little behind military tech, which is pretty shitty. And this next one is too good. Hold on, we got to get the next one. Bulgaria has entered a military coalition against me. Fair enough, Bulgaria. I can't blame you. Everyone should be in a coalition against me if they were smart. Lithuania and France included. And I probably wouldn't be able to take them if they did that. So being embargoed by Portugal, no worries. So, we haven't been above 50 power projection in some time, and we probably could do it. We converted Constantinople. That gave us 15 papal influence. Well, since we're losing papal influence every year, we should just go ahead and, like, spend it on trying to maybe get a cardinal or something. Because why not? Ah, that is good. Oh, and we have enough admin points. Yeah, I'm running at speed 5 right now, which I'm not used to doing, so the fact that we got our admin so fast kind of creeped up on me. Alright. Oh! We're already +3 stability. Otherwise, this would be a pretty sexy event right now. But the other alternative is pretty good, too, because we did lose some army tradition recently because of all the bad events. Get a little bit more military power. We can use that to tech up. I like it. Tyrol. Nice. So, what are the specs on Tyrol right now? They're 50% autonomy because we did just take them. Our gold mine. Guys. Gold mine. Lots of money to be earned over there. Because the amount of money you get from a gold province, look at that, 7.6 per month from owning Tyrol, which maybe I should have like aimed for earlier, it's multiplied. Like the production, like goods produced is multiplied by other things, like the provincial tax income, for example. So you have some gold provinces are worth more than others. Tyrol is probably the single most valuable province in the entire game, and I should have focused it a little bit more. I might even want to lower autonomy, but that would increase rebellion risk, so we're not going to do that quite yet. The fact that all these guys are cored, looking pretty good. We might be in a situation where we could lower our maintenance. In which case, what I'm going to do is I'll pull these guys back to friendly territory. And like Brunswick and Leipzig. And once they leave, I'll double check the unrest status. Well, I think they'll still be okay. Yeah, we're still all good. And yeah, so it'll definitely be time. Oh, Constantinople. Yep, unrest is fine. Rebel uprisings, if it's going to happen anywhere, will probably be Norway. I'm going to go ahead and drop the army maintenance, though. Start making some money. And what I can do, these fellows over here, there's still some unrest. Maybe we'll do that. We could do a cultural conversion. That would help out some things as well. But that would spend some Diplo points, and Diplotech is still nice. I'm still quite far behind there. Admin is still the big one. We spent a lot of admin points, which means we've delayed getting our 6th idea for a long time. I'm still hoping to get trade ideas, because I'm going to make so much bank out of them. I'm going to keep playing on speed 5 for a little bit longer. We'll deal with crap when it comes up. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll take all these guys and move them into there. That way they're relatively close to Norway if they decide to stand up and cause trouble. Going at speed 5, we might burn off a lot. Oh, a lot of sentiment and things. We might burn off a lot of, you know, annex vassal bullshit with some of my actual vassals. No, they're still kind of pissy. Aggressive expansion with Württemberg as well. I don't suppose I've got the national unrest modifier guy who's pretty good. Oh no, here. Better relations over time. I've got the money. I'm going to go ahead and spend it. This will help bleed off those annex vassals, annex member of the HRE, aggressive expansion, all those penalties. If we want to be able to annex all these guys before the end of the game, we're going to have to do some of that. I'm going to split this stack in half just because that's a little big. Maybe in the winter there'd be a problem. New technology, Diplotech? Sure. Oh, that actually gives me war galleons and the proper frigates as well. I don't know how much money it's going to cost me to upgrade my entire fleet. Dock ourselves in the Western Isles. Okay, but what I could do is split you in half, send half of you back into the English Channel. Oh, that includes one heavy ship, which is fine for babysitting, and the other half can be upgraded. Boop. There we go. And then I can put you back on Protect Trade. Like that, you'll actually sit and be repaired first. And then when we get another 2,800 or so, we'll be able to upgrade the other half, which is going to be really good, because the other guys have had real frigates for some time. In fact, they might even have the next step in ship. And that's one of the problems. Some of these naval battles have been so problematic. Everyone is voting for Austria, which makes sense. I mean, they're still big and powerful. The next level military tech. Boop. Don't mind if I do. Superior unit types. I don't remember what type it was. It's the new type of cannon. We'll definitely want an upgrade for that. All right, I'm going to bring it to speed 4, a little bit more manageable. I do have a lot of diplomats still kicking around. Why don't I go, hey, Lithuania, you transfer me some trade power, right? Looks like that's about as much as you'd be willing to do. France, no. We'll go ahead and improve relations there. And in Lithuania, it still helps to have some good friends over there. They are helpful. I mean, Lithuania, especially against Russia. France, especially against all the Germans, for example. There's still plenty of targets we could take, but I'm quite happy. Oh, we'll go ahead and pop that up with letting things recover a little bit. It looks like those Norwegians are not rising up. We might get Bulgarians. Norwegians are down to 6 years. Bulgarians might trigger. That's Burgos and Silistria. So these two right here. We have a massive stack next to them, as long as they don't pop up in Constantinople, which we won't because they're a different type of rebels. We're in pretty good shape right now. Keep on waiting. We could even go for a level 3 leader in the military over here to get more points, which might not be a terrible idea. How much money am I making right now? So, I mean, it would cost a lot. 31 per month, but it'd be for an extra 2 military power. I'll hold off for now. We're not making that much money. Lithuania rivals Austria. That's fine by me. Don't mind that one bit. Oh, that's Russian. Okay, I was like, do I have rebels? Bunch of free manpower. Okay, oh, that's because of quantity. Nice. Lithuania is rivaling Russia. I'm good with that. Listen, we're right on par there. I mean, you're rivaling Crimea, which I guess is fine. I can't blame you for it, but there we go. All right, rebel sentiment, rebel sentiment. So yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with fast forwarding. It'll stop me from starting stupid wars. Manpower is capped, in fact, over-capped right now. It would still be nice to absorb my current vassals, which would, you know, we are losing 3 extra points per month because of our current setup. What the hell can we do? We got Kazani nationalists that are they're actually truly sieging me. Look at me, I remember to bring up my maintenance before I went and attacked some rebels. I'm so smart. I wish they wouldn't stop here, but it's probably the right culture. Kazani, I don't know. Presumably something like that. So we'll have to wait for that to tick up a little bit. Go to speed 4. They're gonna be insignificant, but let's go in with like at least half. Smugglers, stop them, or it's too expensive. I hate losing the stability. The money's not an issue, but otherwise it's 10 years of less trade and tax. So no, obviously we have to stop them. So yeah, we lost stability. Let's go and smash these guys. All right, and leave it on speed 4. Yeah, there's not huge supply here, so we'll still go ahead and split these in 2 so that they don't get attrition in the winter. Oh, they're already getting attrition right now in October. Troops in foreign territory. Oh no, New Scotland lost its war and had to give up some territory. I don't need 50 prestige, but getting a +1 stability and going back up to speed to stability 3 is really, really, really nice. Don't mind if I do. So this unrest is not deeply negative, no. So I can't afford to like lower autonomy or anything like that. That would be crazy sauce. Oh, I can drop the army maintenance again, just above 0. So anyone who still needs to reinforce can do it. Rebel sentiment is expiring. Very nice. Bulgarians might still go. The Czech, no. Silesians, no. And the Danes are over it as well. And the Bulgarians were, I think, here, Burgas and Silistria, where we have troops. So we are in fine shape. I could throw a leader down here. Not my king, let's say. This king has lived a really long time. I cannot complain. Actually, my heir is 55. How old am I? 67. My heir is 55. He's actually pretty decent at 10 points. It sucks that he has no Diplo strength, but I wasn't going to complain about him. But at this point, he might not ever get anything done. Russia's doing a holy war. And at this point, I'm not overextended. Sure. Oh, there we go. I'm not overextended, and I have full manpower. And I even have some admin power in the bank. I could go to war. But I think I'm going to be happy letting things fast forward a little bit longer. One of the things I want to do is I'm hoping to finish this game before El Dorado comes out. And so by fast forwarding a little bit, we'll be able to get a bit closer to that. Certainly there are still some goals. I mean, they're all soft goals. And there was nothing specific I wanted to accomplish. You know, maybe taking Great Britain was a hell of a lot of fun. At this point, I'm not sure what we'd want to do next. Oh, Lithuania has taken all this land from Crimea, so my idea of connecting all this, I will no longer be able to do. Luckily, I still can walk through Lithuania, which is good. But, you know, it is something to keep in mind. That enormous country that's hard to babysit, as is. Boom. Okay, good. We'll just move you back into Constantinople. We'll invest. So, yeah, if I'm going to, if I want to go to war and take some territory, what I should do is not take an admin tech because I want to save it to core. But as it is, and I have fully cored, right? Yes. Oh, we're about to do Constantinople. Lovely. I will go ahead and take the admin tech. We'll try to actually do that. So I could change my my government type. Well, it costs 100 points. Probably leave it as is for now. If not, you know, forever. We'll see how it goes. I do have vassals, so the extra income that I get from my current type of government is something. Now, that doesn't happen to colonies. It's just the actual vassals themselves. But it's, you know, 10% might be an extra gold or 2 per month. Palatinate, Alsace, things are happening. Nothing I'm concerned about. If people start to leave the coalition, though, that becomes a little bit more ideal. Intercolonial trade. Okay. So New Scotland, we actually just burned off a lot of their Liberty Desire. But because their tariffs are 42%, their Liberty Desire will naturally drift towards that. So if I did this, I would put New Scotland above 100%, or above 50%, which means it becomes possible for them to want to break away. However, it will automatically drift down to about 42.5% over time, so they may not declare independence. And right now, they don't love me. They do like me, but I could, you know, improve relations. I'm tempted to do it because mercantilism is really, really, really valuable and hard to get up other than in events. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. There's a risk that they might want to break away. It will lower automatically over time, so it's only a very small window. Winds of Liberty. They get minus 25% Liberty Desire because locally elected government. So dampen their desire right now. Well, that worked out pretty well. I think though that event is like a precursor to independence stuff. Nice. Finished coring. So now we are not overextended in any way whatsoever. Our king died though. Okay. So now we're Hedwig the First, Spar, who's worth 10 points overall, has very little Diplo, which is harsh right now because we are pretty overextended over diplomatically because of all of our vassals. But, you know, it's not sitting at 0, so we can live with that. It's going to let us catch up in military power, and not to mention the boost to admin power is going to be really, really, really sexy. In 2 years, we'll be able to get rid of that Liberation Act as well. And our next heir is actually going to be worth also 10, more balanced. And these are fine. I can't complain about them. They're not great leaders, but they're fine. So the Dissolution of Monasteries Act can now be passed because our ruler has an administrative score of at least 4. This would give us more expensive stability cost, but more taxes. Oh, that's super worthwhile. Let's pass that. I can't believe we've played the entire game without that coming up. Maybe there's a certain year limit on when you can pass that decision. Royal, oh, marriage from Lithuania, yes. Royal marriage to France would be very good. We may not have lost it. No, we still had our relations, which is good. Go ahead and, I think we just recently did that anyway, but. Oh no, our improved relations with France is actually quite low. Lithuania, maybe we did it. We did. Oh, we're currently doing it. But it's probably worth doing. It's a shame that we have never gotten in a position to get a royal marriage with France. That would be the sickest. And I am a queen. Hedwig is a woman. I'm saying king, I think, but Hedwig is a woman. We're the queen of Scandinavia. And Frederick is our son. We have this. Oh, we do have the same dynasty as Lithuania. Okay. Now, I believe Spar has been ours. It's more of a question that Lithuania has their dynasty now. So there's always a chance that something could happen. Now, they currently have an heir. Yeah, I don't know how these work. Mostly you sit around and waiting. I don't think there's any sort of claim throne action we could legitimately do that would do anything useful. It's funny, because we've been married to Lithuania and France forever. We do have the same dynasty, it helps. If we ever got a personal union with Lithuania, holy crap. Oh! He just died. Okay, that was a very short royal marriage. Reestablish that. So right now, it would still be someone... So they do have an heir. Svetirgela. There's anything I can do. Yeah, there's the claim throne. We must have more prestige than they do. They must have no legal heir. And they do. So, nothing for us to do but wait. Ottomans are currently getting eaten by the Buttons. Many Buttons died conquering the Ottomans, but probably not that many since they're pretty weak. I don't think I've ever seen anyone even with a screenshot of an Empress like this, and it happened on their own. It's nothing, like, I did not tangle with the Ottomans. I did not weaken the Ottomans to get it to the point where the Empress could do something. I mean, there was a little bit of a skirmish at some point, but it hardly mattered. The Ottomans have basically just collapsed. It's kind of annoying that these two basically have the same color, Austria and Empress. Now, again, if I wait for the aggressive expansion to go away, they will leave the coalition against me, in which case I could potentially war over here, which will become a little bit more relevant once we do get trade ideas. Now, we still have, you know, 130, 140 years so left to, or maybe 120 to the game. So there's still some room to do things. Improved government technology. Oh, yeah, give me some free admin points. That's fine. Inflation is cheap to get rid of. And in fact, since I don't have to core anything right now, dropping the inflation is well worthwhile. Inflation is going to go up on its own because we do have a gold mine. We might want an inflation reduction guy. But for now, I'm quite happy having the +3 dude over here. That's going to be okay. I don't need the unrest modifier. We could save some money and go for the production efficiency, which would make me a lot of money. Okay, autonomy decreased, went away in a lot of places, which is going to help keep things a lot more stable. There's really something to be said about that. I mean, we'd save, you know, like 15 gold a month by itself. That would be something. Make a little bit of extra money. I don't need the unrest. Do I really want to drop the admin point? I mean, I'm still looking to tech up here, but you know what? I think it would actually be a huge win to do this. I think the money difference would be big. Right now we're making 68, so basically 69 bucks a month from our production. There we go. So that'll be an extra, so 74. So almost basically 5 gold a month from that, plus on top of the 15 gold per month from the slightly cheaper guy. And so now we're talking about 20 gold per month in exchange for 1 admin power. It's hard to judge. 12 a year. So 240 gold for 12 admin power. I don't know, you know, it's hard to determine where your own personal break-even point between money and power is. In this case, I think that's going to be fine. There's still a lot of buildings we could build. It's probably still a great time for manufactories, and of course I forgot to build the Admiralty, which came up a little while ago. You know what I want to build it? I want to build the Admiralty on Bornholm. Just for say. It's a little silly because technically bad things could happen there or whatever, but I think it's got a sense of style to do that. And we could go ahead and maybe build the weapons manufactory. I'm looking for 6s. Oh, there we go. Textiles in London, or in Essex. Almost 8 gold. And we'll have to build some over here as well. All right. And it's still early enough in the game. Well, it's not early in the game, but there's enough left in the game that I think will be pretty financially viable to do something like that. We might want to build something in Constantinople, actually. Manufacturer there. It's farm estate. It's not telling me. Okay, we can recall that. I did go back here, build. Go down to the farm estate. Nah, it's not worth it. I mean, you know, it's a good base, but it's only making grain, which is not so valuable, which is the thing. All right, power points are racking up. The reign of Queen Hedwig may indeed be very calm. It'll probably be short because she did take the throne when she was already in her 50s. Her heir is 36. It's got a strong claim, which is good. We might power through a lot of these heirs very quickly. Also reset our legitimacy, which had dropped down a wee bit at some point, but now is pretty decent. Unlawful territory expired in Tyrol. All right, so it's no longer considered unlawful. That's interesting. It was a lot faster than I thought. Yeah, the trade company being present here. The fact that Venice is trading in this area is really nice. Look at that. An extra 50% goods being produced in Tyrol because of that. So we don't want to get rid of Venice. We're making a lot of extra money because of all that jazz. Gold. Over 8 per turn now. All right, well, I think this has been a pretty productive video. We are in fantastic shape making good bank. We've got almost 400k manpower, and that's going to continue to go up. We haven't even really built much in the way of armories and whatnot. If we go and take a look at basic armories, there's still, actually, we have a fair amount of them. There's certainly a bunch we could build in a lot of different areas. And then if we go up to the next level, training fields, like we haven't really done much. Building the arsenals and conscription centers in the right places would be extremely good. And I should probably focus on finishing in my major areas, especially my capital, just because that could be huge numbers of manpower. But right now, the manpower situation is okay, and I'd almost prefer saving my military points for teching up, or actually just finishing the quantity ideas at this point. It's probably not a terrible idea. In any case, we're going to wrap up this video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.